So guys, here we are again training with Ragnar in MyFitness Mustamäe, another participant of the 90 days challenge. Back, rear deltoids, biceps and abs training. We are starting with a close grip pull down because Ragnar has thoracic kyphosis, meaning his shoulders, they're a little bit rounded forward, his upper back is a little bit hunched. So with this movement we are trying to strengthen his trapezius and rhomboids, okay? Keeping his humerus also in an internal rotation, internally rotated position, sorry. So that's our first objective. You will notice that he's hunching his back a little bit in the beginning. This is an effect in the end of the set. This is an effect of the weak rhomboids and trapezius. He can't keep his form to the end of the set, but we are working on that and it will be better soon for sure. Now it's a close grip pull down. It's the same thing. The humerus is basically in the same position, internally rotated, and you can notice that his scapular rhythm is totally perfect. He's pulling the scapulus first, and then the arms in the return of on the eccentric phase. Arms go first, and then the scapulas go last. We are trying to work with upper back as much as possible first. In order, it's what we call priority principle. We need to improve his posture first. Here, another upper back movement, high row. Notice that it's a really wide grip. You have to take a wide grip, otherwise you will work too much brachioradialis and biceps if you make a close grip. His elbows in line with the wrists. Always think of this. Keep the wrists as straight as a wooden stick, and we're doing this 2 seconds peak contraction at the top here, as you can see, in order that he will lift a little bit lighter weights. We are just playing with time under tension because his forearms, they were quite tired already. Now it's a T-bar row, and this is a very basic movement for back, especially latissimus dorsi. It's those big muscles on your lower back. And again, close grip also, because what I told you, I want his humerus to be internally rotated all the time. And you can see he's cheating a little bit because the weights are heavy. This is normal. There is no problem in cheating, okay? Your back muscles, they are very strong. They need some heavier weights. So in this kind of free weights movement, you will cheat a little. You just can't stand up too much, otherwise it becomes a biceps exercise basically. Our rear delt exercise, I want you to notice that his elbows are absolutely in line with the shoulder. Don't let your elbows fall down. Try to keep it up. You'll see that in the end, his elbows went down a little bit. Try to keep it up because that's the way you maximize the work in the rear delts. If you lower the elbows, you put the rear delts in a one active insufficiency position, meaning they're already in a shortened position, so they can't work maximally. This is a very technical concept, so I'm gonna stop here. Now we're going to biceps. You can see I put my hand on his shoulder because he was using the trapezius to cheat a little bit. This is a hammer curl, working biceps and brachioradialis, also already fatigued from the whole back training, which was quite heavy. And we are trying to keep the form as strict as possible. And to finish biceps curls, both with dumbbells, to make sure we are working both arms equally. When you are working with a barbell, for example, or with a machine where both sides they work together, you might start cheating with the stronger side. So that's why we work with dumbbells. It's just a way of correcting the so-called strength deficit from one side to another. Now we are moving to abdominals. I want you to notice that he's in this abdominal on the cable. His hip flexors are absolutely stable, and he's shortening the distance between the chest and the hips. That's how the rectus abdominis works, okay? So if you want to work effectively in your rectus abdominis, that's the way to do it. Keep your hips stable, otherwise the hip flexors will take over the exercise and you won't really work on the area that you desire, all right? This also is working the rectus is in a little bit shortened position. So we're moving next exercise. You'll see he's going to failure in this one. We are going on the next exercise to a regular sit-up, a regular crunch. Now you can see it on the Bosu ball because we are trying to stretch the rectus abdominis as much as possible. And you can see the order of contraction. First, he's shortening the distance, chest to hips, rectus abdominis, and then he's lifting himself up with the hip flexors. And always breathing, exhaling every time you contract the rectus abdominis. Try to empty your lungs, okay? This will cause a little bit more efficient contraction in those muscles. The last one you'll see very soon is the hanging leg raises. You see that the position where he's holding his knees is a little bit wider than usual. Why is that? He's doing his last reps here. Okay, now you can see it a little bit wider than usual because I wanna put his hip flexors in a position of passive insufficiency, meaning they are stretched, so they can't really work very efficiently to take away the stress from the rectus abdominis. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it. I hope you like the explanations and I'll see you soon in the next videos. Take care.